Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video tutorial, I am going to talk about digestion in small intestine. The small intestine is the largest part of alimentary canal. In human, the small intestine is about 2.5 to 3 cm in diameter and 7 to 8 meter in length. It is intermediate in length between the small intestine of typical carnivores and herbivores of similar size, and it reflects the human's omnivorous eating habitat. So, its length may differ. This chemical digestion is done by the presence of the enzymes which are secreted by the pancreas in the form of pancreatic juice via pancreatic duct. And these enzymes are secreted in response to the hormone, the called cytokinin, which is produced in response to presence of the nutrients. So when the nutrients are present in the small intestine, the hormone called cytokinin is produced, which in return initiate the secretion of the enzymes which are responsible for the digestion. The hormone secretion, also called the bicarbonates, to be released into the small intestine from the pancreas to neutralize the potentially harmful acid coming from the stomach. We know that the pH of the stomach is highly acidic, and the chyme coming from stomach to the small intestine is also acidic in nature. So we have to neutralize it. So the bicarbonate are secreted in small intestine to neutralize the pH of the chyme coming from the stomach and to raise it to 7 to 8. The duodenum contains many digestive enzymes that intestinal glands in the duodenal mucosa secrete. In the duodenum, digestion of carbohydrates, proteins is completed, and most of the lipids are digested here. So, duodenum, the walls of the duodenum also secrete some enzymes which are responsible for the digestion. First of all, we discuss the digestion of the carbohydrates. About 70% of the digestion of starch takes place in the small intestine. Starch converts to maltose, isomaltose. The pancreatic amylase is the enzyme which converts the starch to maltose, isomaltose, and limit-dextrin. These are the disaccharides. So these disaccharides further converts to the monosaccharide. For example, the maltose converts to glucose in the presence of enzyme maltase. The sucrose converts to glucose and fructose in the presence of sucrase enzyme, and the lactose convert to glucose and galactose in the presence of the enzyme that is lactase. And the isomaltose also convert to glucose in the presence of isomaltase, and limit dextrin convert to glucose in the presence of limit dextrase. So here the digestion of carbohydrates completed in small. So now we'll discuss the protein digestion. In duodenum, the enterokinase converts the trypsinogen into its active form, the trypsin. The enterokinase is an enzyme secreted by the walls of the duodenum. Then the trypsin converts the chymotrypsinogen into its active form, the chymotrypsin. The trypsin and the chymotrypsin convert the protein to proteoses and peptones. The proteoses and the peptones are then converted to amino acids and the dipeptides. And dipeptides are then converted to amino acids in the presence of the dipeptidase. So here the protein digestion completed. First the enterokinase is secreted, which converts the trypsinogen to the trypsin. Then trypsin converts the chymotrypsinogen into the active form, the chymotrypsin. Then trypsin and chymotrypsin are responsible for the digestion of protein. These enzymes digest the protein to the proteoses and peptones. And then proteoses and the peptones are further converted to the dipeptides and the amino acids, and dipeptides then further converted to the amino acids. So here the digestion of protein takes place till the amino acids. Discuss the fat digestion. In small intestine, the fats are converted to the emulsified fats. These are converted to their small parts. These are converted to their pieces in the presence of the bile. Then emulsified fats in the presence of the pancreatic lipase converted to fatty acids and diglycerides. The diglyceride further converted to the monoglycerides and fatty acids in the presence of the pancreatic lipase, and monoglyceride further converts to the fatty acid and the glycerol. So the Pancreatic lipase is responsible for the digestion of the fat in case of small intestine. I will discuss the nucleic acid, the digestion of the nucleic acid in the small intestine. Nucleic acid, that is the DNA and RNA, are also digested in small intestine by the enzymes, the nucleases. These are the deoxyribonuclease and ribonuclease. The deoxyribonuclease is responsible for the conversion of DNA to deoxyribonucleotides, and ribonuclease is responsible for the conversion of RNA to the ribonucleotides, and these nucleotides convert to the pentose sugars and the nitrogen bases in the presence of the enzyme. These are nucleotidase and the nucleosidase. The vitamins and the minerals are not digested, but these are absorbed at least. So this was all about the digestion in small intestine. In next video tutorial, we'll discuss about absorption in the small intestine.